Flight attendants, hospitality workers, gym instructors, musicians, beauty therapists, cinema workers. Lots of jobs that usually don't have all that much in common. But at the moment, they're all going through something similar. And it's thanks to, you guessed it, COVID-19.
I can't pay my rent. I can't pay my utilities. I've had to let go of all my casual staff.
We've definitely seen a 50 to 60% decrease in business and in turnover.
Myself and my daughter are both flight attendants, and she doesn't have a lot of leave. I'm lucky I have a small amount of leave, but for her it's really scary.
As I'm sure you already know, the government's brought in a whole heap of restrictions to try to slow the spread of the virus, and it's meant lots of places have had to close, including cinemas and entertainment venues, open inspections, nightclubs and pubs, amusement parks, libraries, galleries and museums, swimming pools, gyms and sporting venues. Oh, and travelling overseas and interstate is pretty much off the cards too. Because of that, thousands of people are now unemployed, and some business owners are worried they might not be able to reopen. It's got a lot of people concerned that Australia might go into a recession. So what does that mean exactly? You see, there is a delicate balance between all the things that keep the economy growing. If one part of it goes down, then the rest can follow. Kind of like these dominoes. When lots of people lose their jobs, they have less money to spend on non-essential things. Businesses stop making money and in some cases close, which means the economy stops growing and starts going backwards. If that happens for more than 6 months, it's called a recession. Australia's actually been through a couple of recessions before. The biggest was in the 1930s, during something called the Great Depression. After a big stock market crash in the US, lots of people lost money. A lot of Western countries' economies suffered, including Australia's, and it took them a long time to recover. Of course, this situation is very different. In fact, it's something the world hasn't really seen before, not in modern times anyway. Governments around the world have basically had to shut down their entire countries. And while many are hoping things will get back to normal when the virus is gone, no one's entirely sure what's going to happen. So many governments, including ours, are doing what they can to keep the economy running. One way of doing that is by propping up the welfare system. You've probably heard of Centrelink, which gives payments to people who lose their jobs, can't work or need extra support. Well, now a lot more people need it. The government says it's making it easier to access and doubling the amount of money people who are unemployed can claim. It's also handing out cash payments to small and medium-sized businesses and offering tax cuts for large businesses to help them survive the quiet times and keep people in jobs. But some people reckon it's not enough. There may still be some changes ahead as people right around the world work to keep us all safe and healthy no matter what our jobs are.